Hi Stampers, this is Lynn Starzl, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to be making this card. And I got the idea for this fold from Rhonda Wade, but I changed the measurements to suit me. So we're going to be using the More Than Autumn bundle. These dies have 23 dies. And you can just do a variety of things with these. I've been having fun with this set or bundle. Okay, so we're going to start with, you'll have a full sheet of cardstock, and which is 8.5 by 11. You're going to cut a 1/2 inch off, so you end up with two card piece, for two cards. And so you have a 5.5 by 8 for one card. And then you can use your trimmer, or I use the Simply Scored, and you're going to score at 1 1/4 and 5.5. And I'm using copper clay. And very vanilla. Okay, now I can't find my bone folder. Okay, so we are going to add our designer series paper, and I am using the Take to the Sky. And these pieces are 1 by 5 1/4 and 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And I don't know, this is called a slider card. Now you want to make sure this piece is the one that lines up with a design. Okay, now we'll do our inside. And you're going to place, you're not going to adhere this yet. In case you make a mistake, you can flip it over. So put it where you think it's going to go. And then we're going to use the stamp Except Maybe You. And we're going to stamp with Early Espresso. And that's going to go right in this open area. Okay, and then while we have that out, we're going to stamp the pumpkin. And we're going to stamp that with Memento, because we're going to color it with blends. And then we'll also stamp with Memento our cup. Our topping. And our straw. And then you would die cut those, which I have already done. And I started coloring this. I used the copper clay light and dark blends, and we're going to stamp the pumpkin. Right there. color with the pumpkin pie blends. And also on this. So you need to stamp with Memento when you're using the blends. Okay, now we'll add that. And the blends will bleed to the back of your cardstock, so that's normal. That's why I stamped my sentiment first, and if I would have messed up, I could have flipped it over and then done my pumpkin. Okay. This one, I can't remember who it was, had suggested just using a little bit of blue, and I chose Pool Party. I think whoever it was, used Balmy Blue. And then you use the color lifter, and that will lighten up slightly. And we're also going to do our straw. Okay, now we need to, let's do our words. And I did use adhesive sheets. And I die cut my Nothing's Better Than and the Spice out of Early Espresso. I use one of those metal magnet bowls, and that's where I stick my dies that I've been using. Just a little tip there. I love the sticker sheets. Okay, now we need to do the spice. I guess I had to go a different direction. And the pumpkin die, I also use the adhesive sheets. Pumpkin spice. And these are, you can lift them back up. I guess you'd say they're semi-permanent for a while. I think I'll just do it like that. Okay, now for the circles. This is a 2-inch circle punch that I used, And you need 2 of them. On my first card that I did using Rhonda Wade's measurements, I ended up using the 2 3/8 circle, I think. So this is my first experiment. Okay, so what you're going to do is place your circle where you're going to want it. Let's see. Put it down like that, and then I use, you know how you have the edging left over on your dimensionals? I use 2 strips of those. And I just go just below the bottom of that cardstock. And just above. The cardstock. Peel that off. And then you're going to center your circle on top of that. And then that slides right on your opening there. And then you slide it off to open your card up. Now we're going to add these together. And then I didn't pop mine up because it's already got dimensionals behind that. And then we're going to add the Neutrals adhesive back sequence. And I think these are, did I write down the back? Copper clay and I don't remember for sure. Pecan pie maybe, gold and white. And the card is done. You just open it up, and there it is. Hope you've enjoyed this. It's pretty simple. Happy stamping!